Look at this. Before we even begin the video, there is a bug on my package. I'm not sure what that is, if that's a praying mantis, a little tiny one, or some other sort of insect, but let me get that off of there. I'll put this little guy outside and then we can get back to the unboxing. All right, I rescued the bug. So in here we have what should be an iPhone 5S running iOS 7. Let's get this thing opened up and see if that's what is inside. Here we are, definitely an iPhone 5S. Appears to be in really good condition. That screen looks basically flawless. The sides have maybe a little bit of scratching there. Nothing too bad at all. Let's try to power it on. Here we go, we've got some power. Let's let this thing boot up. All right, here we go. We've got the slide to unlock. Let me get through this setup screen, hopefully uneventfully without any iCloud locks. And then once we're at the home screen, we'll see what we've got. So I can tell right away the screen is a little bit on the yellow side. It's kind of not a pure white as you would expect. This is not iOS 7. That's a bummer. I can tell right away it's got the white music icon and it's got 4 rows on the Passbook app. So this is either going to be iOS 8 or 9. And it is 8.4, but it is a 32 gig model. So not the most exciting thing in the world here. I was really hoping for iOS 7, but that's okay. iOS 8 is still pretty cool. It should run really smoothly on here. So the iPhone 5S did launch with iOS 7, which was, as I'm sure most of you know, a major overhaul for iOS. And iOS 8 was really just an incremental update. And honestly, I couldn't even tell you what was introduced in iOS 8. But the 5S most certainly got that update, and it runs really well. No lagging at all. I think a big part of that is because the iPhone 6, which launched with iOS 8, basically has the same processor as this thing. The A7 and the A8 are very similar, and they perform almost identically. So both being the first and second generation of 64-bit processors in the iPhones, they were way ahead of their time. And if it wasn't for the 1 GB memory limitation, these things would probably still be pretty useful today. But this has been a look at the iPhone 5S. This is a really clean model, and it's the first iPhone which was launched in the space gray color instead of the slate black like the iPhone 5 before it. Also the first iPhone with Touch ID built into the home button, as well as slow motion video recording at 120 FPS. It wasn't until the iPhone 6 that we got 60 FPS video recording on the regular camera, but still pretty cool. We also got 2 LED flashes instead of 1 that was intended to give pictures a more natural look compared to just having a single flash. This one could adjust the temperature of the light that was emitted. So iOS 8, pretty similar to iOS 7, and this being one of the last versions, I think, 8.4. So this is a really refined version of iOS 8, so it runs really well on here. So that's been all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.